That's it. What's happening?
With the work that we've been doing, a lot of the times we constantly talking to our optometrists, people that have or are busy doing incredible things. But the work that we do as Vision Straight, it's all about training and development, and that mostly happens with the team behind the optometric practices. And when I was like, who do I talk to? You were the only person that immediately came to mind, because I've seen you in action. I've seen you coming into the practice, and there was like 4 or 5 people in the practice, and the team here were handling things, and you don't get that at a lot of optometric practices. For those of you, or for the people that don't know who you are, please introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Lonwabo Mthethwa. I've been in the eyecare industry for a bit of a while, and I've been with this specific practice for over 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. It's been a great 8 years. Great team. Great person that you work for. So more than anything, like we always say, there's no I in team. It's not about an individual, but we understand our strong points, our weaknesses, and we work as a unit.
Like that.
Yeah. So we work as a unit, and we sort of like work telepathically and stuff. When I have struggles with some of the stuff, I call one of my colleagues and like, what do you think? And then she'll help me out here and there and stuff.
Have you always had that type of approach to things? Or did you develop it when you were here?
It's
a bit of both.
Bit of both, yeah. Trial and error. There is no manual book for this life, for these type of things. You learn as you go along and stuff. I'd love to say I was born with this. It's something that I discovered with time and stuff. Somebody gave me an opportunity, and with time, and with a few things that you learn, product knowledge and all those things, those work hand in hand and stuff. So
okay. I like what you just said. You said someone gave you an opportunity.
Yeah.
And then you went and made use of that opportunity.
That's how it is.
So what I'm gathering from you is that you're not sitting back and just doing what you are paid for. It's as if you're going out of your way to make sure that the opportunity that you got, you take me to another level. Why are you like that?
But you know what? The baddest thing in life is in being in the comfort zone.
Okay.
Challenge yourself, learn better things, improve yourself and stuff. Because you deal with a whole lot of people with different needs and different characters and different personalities.
Okay.
So you need to cater for each and every person. To learn how to approach that certain person, because you can't approach everybody with the same attitude and stuff. So you look at people with their type of attitude, their type of individuality and stuff, and then you approach and stuff. So it's something that you learn as you go along.
Lonwabo, I've seen you handle difficult situations with a smile on your face. It's as if you have this thing of, no matter how frustrated the patient is, you have this approach of calming the person down before addressing the issue. But you do it with such confidence and humility. Like, can you just give us more detail? Because when I look at you, you're like a strong guy. I used to think that I'm the best dressed person. But when I'm standing next to you, you've got all the muscles, everything. So the natural approach to someone that looks like you would be to also be that aggressive person. But in your approach, I've seen you in action, how you would just calm a person down and address them with so much respect and humility. How do you do that? How did you develop that quality?
It's one of those things that you pick up along the lines, or like I said before and stuff, in the sense that it's different approach for different people and stuff,
okay.
It's something that I've learned and stuff. And the greatest thing one can put on, I see the outfits and everything, that's professional and nice and everything, but it's a smile.
Wow.
Smile is the greatest thing that you can put on, and then comes confidence and stuff. You gotta believe in what you are selling.
Okay.
Product knowledge, and you gotta believe in what you are selling. You gotta know what you're selling and stuff.
I like that, because in a lot of consultants, right, they don't invest in themselves to learn about the products, to learn about the new ways of doing things.
Yeah.
And you are saying that that's what you are constantly going out of your way to do.
It's self-bettering, Yeah, it makes it a bit easy. It's easier for somebody who's buying, knowing that you know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yes. So sometimes you have to. People come here with a certain mindset, in a sense that I want this particular frame.
Okay.
But as a sales consultant myself, I'm not only. I would listen to what they need, their needs. I listen to their needs, but sometimes I have to challenge myself in the sense that change their perspective and say, try something a bit different.
Wow.
So sometimes you gotta teach, you know. So some people will come with a different perspective, with an expectation that this is what I want. But as a sales consultant, you learn to change their mind and like maybe try something a bit different because you've already done this. Let's do something a bit different. You know, evolution, we evolve as people. You know.
There's someone who's looking at this interview that we're doing right now, or looking at this discussion, and saying, yeah, you know, every time I do my best, the optometrist doesn't appreciate my effort. How have you managed to ensure that the relationship between yourself and the optometrist or the business owner is a good relationship, so that when you come to work, you are coming to work with this type of attitude? What are some of the things that you did in the beginning that ensured that the relationship between yourself and the optometrist and the rest of the team is actually very strong? Because that's the first thing that you mentioned.
No, 100%.
You said that it's because of the team.
That's it.
So what did you do specifically that helped you then say, you know what, I want to have a good relationship with the people that I work with?
Yeah. You know, Obi, I'll tell you this, in the sense that we spend 80% of our lives at work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely. So you try to make it a good environment. So when clients walk in, it's gotta be a nice, warm environment and stuff. And I'd like to say I did a whole lot of things with I got honestly what I'd say is I got lucky with the people that I work with and stuff. In terms of we in tune with this. I talk about energies and stuff. Our energies are in sync and stuff. Took a bit of adjusting here and there and stuff, but I was fortunate because I work with people that are like, you know, very warm, very kind, and we all have the same vision and the same goal and stuff. Including the owner of the shop. Instead of guiding us on what to do, she will overlook and say, guys, do what you have to do. I trust you guys. She will just overlook and give us the support. So I was fortunate in that regard and stuff, that we are in sync with the people that I work with. We were not the same, but we like different, but in sync. You know. So I was more fortunate.
So trust was a major factor.
It was a major
that you had to ensure that you are doing things that can result in the next person trusting you.
That's how it is.
Right.
And we learn about each other's strengths and weaknesses. You know, she knows, I know the few thing about Ada, and she knows a lot of things about me, vice versa with Anna and stuff. So that's how we learn your team. Because those are the people that you are with all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, so have the same end goal, end result and stuff. Want the same thing for the business and stuff, you know?
Wow. It's so good to hearing it on your side, because sometimes I teach these things within the trainings that we do, but I've seen you doing it in action, and I'm like, wow, I'm blown away. So I hope they won't get mad when one day I come and I ask you to come for it and spend an hour teaching people in Cape Town or teaching people in Tanzania about how to just be within the optometric practice. Lonwabo, you inspire me, my guy.
I learned a lot from you.
You learn a lot. You know what? Comment, you can't be shaking your head.
No, 100%.
But on a serious note, you really, these quick tips that you just given us,
Yeah.
I know that they're very valuable to people that are going to be watching this, who are frustrated within the working environment. And you talked about things like trust, being in sync, creating a warm environment, the culture of the organization, the atmosphere that people are here. So thank you so much for making time available so that we can have this discussion.
Thank you for making time to come here and stuff and speaking about these type of things and stuff. Because these are real problems that are out there that people really are there, but you know what, don't look into, you know? And then until there's a problem.
Wow.
So yeah, so we thank you very much for what you do, Obi. I've been to your sessions quite a few times. Learned a lot of things from you, you know? Very fun seminars and stuff. Can't wait for you to start them again and stuff, yeah? Yeah. But I thank you for everything.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for things that you do for the optometrical practice.
Let's continue to grow this industry.
100%, my brother. Thank you very much. Cool.